Hi everyone, long time no see. Yeah, I don't have makeup or anything. Anyway, I just decided to make this video because a lot of people were sending me message like, when is your next video? And I thought I'm gonna make one today because yeah, but I was thinking like if I'm gonna put it off, I'm gonna do it again I would be procrastinating and I think that's not good. So yeah, even if my hair is not that good today, okay, and no makeup, I'm here. But for those who have sent me messages, I tried my best to reply to everyone, especially when it comes to your problems. I hope you got my messages. For those who sent me mails, if I didn't reply yet, I'm sorry. But for those on over Facebook, I did my best with that. So I hope you guys got my messages. And yeah, I really don't know how to start. I didn't really show up for a long time. I guess a lot of things happened, probably personally, plus, many things. Anyway, everything has been settled. I was planning to make a video like a few weeks ago, but it was, yeah, my birthday, and then suddenly my aunt died, and then everything just blew up. But everything is okay, and yeah. I really, I have some list of the things that I'm supposed to talk about because there are a lot of messages that were sent to me, especially from different people. And of course, haters, I love you. My God, why do people think I earn so much from here? Anyway, for those who kept on supporting me, thank you so much. So today, I'm just gonna talk about my trip to the Philippines. I'm really sorry for those whom I didn't meet, especially the YouTubers. I'm really sorry because my time was constricted. It was I was only there for 10 days and then I had to spend time with my family and so on and me. And for those who are saying like I changed something, well, no, I didn't like cut or something like that. I just had my, some blemishes removed from my face, so I had to cover my face. So by the time I decided that I could meet other people, I look like a person with a lot of not pimples, chicken pox, because they had to like burn your face or something like that and then let it dry so it can be removed. It was awful. I went to the Philippine, Angeles City, Tigtigan, Terakan, with a mask because seriously, like, I couldn't show my face. I looked sick or something. It was so embarrassing. So again, let me talk about, yeah, my trip. My trip to the Philippines was wonderful. I saw many things, a lot of improvements, and some consequences along those improvements. So let me start first with, yeah, NAIA. Of course, I still use NAIA Terminal 3. I would love to use Clark Airport. They have a trip from Osaka to Clark, but not Narita to Clark. Osaka is like 4 hours, and taking the train from Tokyo to Osaka is more expensive than my plane ticket back to the Philippines if it's off season. So, no. So anyway, that's one good news. So now there's a trip from Clark to Osaka, so you guys can come to Japan. Universal Studios, uh, Spring Festival or something. And if you have the JR Pass, come to Tokyo. I'll meet you. Just make sure you'll come on my day off, Friday, Saturday. Now I'm telling you that, okay? And when I went to the Philippines, well, as I've said, the consequences of the improvements. Well, first, it wasn't that dirty anymore. Although when we went near Tondo, going back to Manila, it was a little bit dirty, but it can't be helped. But they were constructing these buildings. I mean, the Skyway or something. So my supposed to be 2 hours trip from Naiya to Clark took about 4 hours. I think I ate all the chocolates that I was supposed to give my family, especially the what do you call that? Almonds. I love almonds with chocolates. People might think this is a wedding ring. It's a Lucky Charm ring, by the way. And then what else? Ah, and then I stayed in this nice hotel. Unfortunately, I wasn't treated that nice. Well, I guess being a Filipina and being fat, you wouldn't really be treated nice. Like every time I go out, even if this it's the same person, like the same people working there, they would still ask, sometimes treat me rude. And then at the restaurant, oh my God, like I rang the bell like 3 or 4 times and then no one came to me, but they were serving the foreigners at the other table. I got so annoyed. Like I am usually a person who would tip other people. It is because I experienced to be a waitress. And we in the hotel where I work, we had wonderful customers and they were good to me, but I didn't expect I would be treated badly. So yeah, it's my pet peeve maybe. But anyway, back to the good things, I guess. So they're building many new hotels. Guys, it's a good way to invest right now in Angeles City. But look for a good investment. As I've said, never fall into those scams like, yeah, rights for sale. So there are so many rights for sale things, especially with land. I learned from my friend who's a lawyer because someone is fixing my mom's land for me. She mentioned that I shouldn't fall for those because whoever the owner is, they could still get it, especially if it's the government. So places like inside Clark, if the investment is there, they're what do you call that? They have no rights to buy any land inside Clark. It's a government-owned property. So usually owners would rent 50 years, 50 years, 50 years. And so does your rights. Of course, maybe you're dead after 100 years. But, if the government needs that place, they're gonna take it from you. And you cannot do anything about it. So the good thing is, if you find a good one, a real estate, me kidding, well, you could get a good place, a good location, and a good price. And at the same time, it's also nice to invest right now in Clark because they are trying to transfer all the government offices in Clark, and at the same time, they're also trying to build what do you call that? Like a central station in Clark. So it's a good thing. So I don't know. But you have to find a good one. I think, it's really, even if you have to pay a little bit more, it's nothing compared to being lied to or something. So anyway, yeah. And then I went to SM and different places. Wow, Angeles, you know what? My Pampanga is famous for a place for good food. Like everywhere, in every country, wherever I go, if I meet Filipinos, they're gonna ask, "Hey, where are you from?" "I'm from Pampanga," and they're gonna say, "Hey, can you cook well?" So I'm like, "No, but I can eat well." But my family can, except for me. So there are so many restaurants opening in Pampanga, which well, it makes sense because it's food yard or some. I mean, it's famous for food, but a lot of unlimited foods, I think people will get fat. No. I'm so weird. But later on, I'm going to talk about the restaurants that I've tried. I don't have a lot of pictures, but I do. Anyway, and then I had coconuts, of course, my happiness. Still 40 pesos, so I'm happy. And what else? So, Angeles City itself, the transportation is okay, of course, except for Christmas, but there are so many cars, and there are so many hotels recently, but they're getting a little bit further, so, And what else? Aside from so many food places, the shopping malls have gotten bigger, and there are more shops and call centers. The call centers would give job opportunities not only for Filipinos in my hometown, but also from other cities because sometimes they would come to my hometown to work. So that's also, a chance to invest in there, if ever. What else? Still, it's a little bit, there's still these street children. But I had this good experience while I was walking back to my hotel. I was carrying so many foods, and then some of them fell down, and then the street children just, helped me up. So I gave him my ice cream anyway, but he didn't ask for more. And then the bars, yeah, here it is, the bars. So that's all about the side of, what do you call that? Um, I'm sorry, I lost my words. Okay, the shopping places, and then there are new shopping malls in Nepo, which are okay, but there aren't so many shops. It's okay to stay there only to, relax if you don't like the crowded area of SM or Marquee Mall. So I would recommend Nepo. And another good news, transportation in the Philippines. I'm so sorry for the tricycle drivers, but I guess everyone is using Grab now, right? So Grab in the Philippines has been good. So for foreigners who have cars, you guys can do part-time Grab. It's quite good. Who knows? I'm gonna ride there. Can I get it for free? Just kidding. You might kill me. Just kidding. Anyway, Grab is very convenient. It's unless it's busy, it's gonna charge you cheaper than a tricycle. So in my experience from the hotel, which is Balibago, to my grandma's house, it's 200. It says 120 pesos, and that is about 30 minutes drive, not 30, maybe 20, 30 minutes from Balibago to Mabalacat. So that is past Dau and so on. So, but I paid 200 because I'm kind. Just kidding. This is very convenient, and a lot of Koreans are using this. You can even share the payment. Like, for example, if I'm gonna be with you and another person, if you're gonna pay 120 pesos, you can just pay for 60 pesos each. So it's very convenient. How can you do that? Just download Grab from your phone, and then after you download it, you can like put your location where you want to go, and then the cars would, be blinking which one is the nearest to you and who would accept your trip. And then it's very cheap, but I wouldn't recommend taking it from Balibago to Manila because it's still cheaper to use the taxis with a fixed rate. I checked that one. It costs about 3,500, which is more expensive than a 2,500 pickup service from Manila to Clark. But if it's only around Angeles or until San Fernando, SM Pampanga, or Marquee Mall, I would recommend for you guys to use Grab. Now that's a good thing for transportation service. Plus they've got cool cars. And then what else? You can also do that as part-time. And okay. As for the facilities, like government offices, I know some of you have girlfriends who have no NSO, blah, blah, blah. So the offices, some are easier to access in SM Clark with a little bit of, a service charge, but all is good to go. So I think that's good. Now, here we go. Fields Avenue, my favorite place. Of course, it's still fun, but yeah, I have no complaints. I went to Korea, and I realized on, how they party in Korea is similar on what they're doing in Angeles City. I mean, what do you call that? The buildings are the same, and yeah. I couldn't there are so many Korean restaurants, which is good, and Japanese Korean and vice versa, so you can just choose around. But there are fewer Western style places, which is still okay. I don't know. Of course, at the end of the day, you would still think about your market, right, as a businessman. So it's still okay. And then suddenly, what I noticed is that way back, I mean, way back, the girls would usually stand outside the bars, like two or three, but do you know Jollibee? Between Jollibee and Chowking, there's like a street, and then 7-Eleven. Suddenly, there's so many girls there, like maybe 20, 30 girls standing, and I don't know if they're working for a bar or they are freelancers. So that kind of creeped me out. But nevertheless, it's business maybe. But it's kind of creepy. I don't know if that's the style of other bars, but probably yes, probably no. Now, other clubs have closed and they turn into Korean, properties, which is okay. As I've said, it's the market. And But it's a little bit sad because I miss the good old partying. Although you can still find the good old partying at uh, ABC Aqua Club. It's still good. And where else? The Louis Grand owner, his bar. High Society, Skytrax, they're still okay, I suppose. And yeah, that's it. I also noticed that the people whom I saw before, they didn't change. I mean, they're still there. And I went to Tigtigan, Terakan, with my face covered, and still a lot of people. The system is still not good because, it's difficult to enter. The line was long unless you get a fast pass. It's like Disneyland, but it's okay. It was fun, but I guess if you don't buy continuously from a place like a restaurant, they would kick you out like, hey, are you gonna order more? Please go. Something like that. It was sad, but it's okay. But it was wonderful. But what is new? Okay, this is like at the same time it's an awareness. So people, I would like you to know, so when I went to Tiktigan Terakan, they had this place where it's like a small booth where they gave out free condoms, lubricants, and a free checkup for HIV patients. Just a heads up, recently HIV has been increasing in the Philippines, and Angeles City and the places around it, surrounding Angeles City, um, it's where the epicenter is. So I'm not saying, yeah, I don't know, maybe it increased. It looks like it increased a lot compared to before, but cases have been a little bit scary. Even the Philippine government, I mean, in Angeles City, they are encouraging people to go directly to the government where they can provide free checkup and even free medications if ever. But some Filipinos are afraid to go, and some are, you know, they are not aware about it. So for you guys who came from, first world countries or even third world, any countries, if you're aware about these cases, just when you go anywhere, not only in the Philippines but in any countries, please try to be safe because HIV is, I think maybe it's still incurable. So prevention is always better than cure. So I think that was the saddest part that I saw in Angeles City, that yeah, I was shocked, really. And then that's it. So other things, they're just small. I don't really have to talk about them. We have to focus on the problems that were given to me by other people. And by the way, my paperback is available. Yay! But you don't have to buy it. I mean, I just applied for it because I want to have an achievement before the new year ends. It's quite expensive, like $9, and I don't get anything. It's only like for the printing and all. Maybe because I made it too pretty, don't you think so? So, but if you want to buy it, okay. But if not, okay. And the Japanese book will be released by this end of this month, which is I'm quite happy. And what else? If you've got any questions, please write them down. I'll be doing my videos like Mondays or Fridays. Those are my available days. And thank you for those people who kept on supporting me. I'm sorry this is too long. People hated long videos, especially most of my viewers are men. They're like, oh, it's too long. Go straight to the point. Logical thinking, huh? And by the way, this is another funny story. Just a quick one. I was in Angeles at the shopping mall, 10 a.m. There was this guy. He said, oh, I know you. You're the YouTuber. I'm like, yeah. So I was so shy, but I was happy. At least it was like the opening time. No one really heard me, I was a little bit shy, really. Yeah, but he was kind. I forgot his name, but he was in Angeles City that time. And he was buying bibingka or Filipino rice cake. So if you're watching this, hi. And then for the person who recognized me in Japan, I was buying something at the Filipino store. Then in front of many Filipinos, you're the YouTuber. That time I denied it. I was scared that someone might, grab my hair and then say, "What are you saying?" Da, 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 da. But he was enthusiastic. But yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, everyone have a nice day. If you've got your questions, please keep them coming. And then as for the other people, I would be posting more videos about your questions, and I would be the ones that I talked about on this video, I would chop them up. Like for example, about the land, owning a property, what I learned, and then HIV, more information, and then the new tax law, and so on. So I think it's very important for you guys to be informed about these, because if you're gonna hook up with a Filipina, you should also know things about the Philippines. So a little knowledge goes far, at least you won't get cheated. Anyway, if you get cheated by a girl, at least you won't get cheated by the government or other people. Does that make sense? Anyway, have a good day. Thank you.